peekaboo the carrots. Good evening. It's Monday night here in sunny Florida, and we did not get hit by a hurricane. The hurricane that was originally supposed to come across the state has just stalled out over the Bahamas, which is awful for the Bahamas. Kind of good for me. Sorry. But something exciting this evening. We had our little friend Charlotte over, and she pulled the last of our carrots out, and her mama are going home to clean those up and prepare them so that they can eat them in the next day or two. And while we were out here, I was just cleaning up around the pumpkins and saw something that just has me really excited. So let me flip the camera around and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So we were just looking at the vines and we were talking about the flowers, and I was saying I have been looking for some females, and look what we found. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. This vine has multiple female blooms on it already. So I'm really excited. So I found at least three females, and we have males on this vine. So I'm hoping tomorrow morning that male will be open. I don't know if that female will be ready. This looks like it was a female, but it just, there you go. See, let me see. That one just kind of dried up and rotted off. So I'm not sure when the females open to receive the pollination, but you better believe that I will have my butt out here tomorrow morning trying to get this male to pollinate these females. So again, I don't know when they open. I'm gonna have to maybe look or do a little research, but that is a great sign, and I'm really excited to see that. The pumpkin patch has been having a little bit of issues. You know, we had, well, these about that, I keep hitting the button. You know, we had just the leaf miners, that's all that is. But then we also found that we had some little caterpillars, little green caterpillar worms out here eating on stuff. And you know, we've had the problem with the downy mildew. So as you can see, this plant over here is not looking super happy. It turned real yellow. I'm not sure what that is about entirely, except for to say that it's happening over there as well. I did treat with the liquid cop for that downy mildew. I have a couple more leaves that I might come and remove. I was trying not to take too many, but I also don't want to leave too much disease behind either. So I'm gonna get out here and clean it up a little bit more, but just was super excited to see those female blossoms, because that means that pumpkins are coming. Now, obviously we still have to keep them alive long enough to get an actual mature pumpkin, but at this point I'm pretty sure almost every vine that we have is blooming. Again, this is more leaf damage from, we had those little guys out here eating on the leaves. Whatever this was is gone. I don't see any eggs left behind, but again, blossoms, blossoms. They're coming in everywhere. So fingers crossed for these little guys. Hopefully I can get out there and hand pollinate that one, and hopefully we will get a little pumpkin, our first pumpkin set. So fingers crossed, guys. That's it for us in the pumpkin patch. Let's hop on over to the other space. And I'm back. So this is our other space. Out here we had a couple of small, was it carnival or celebration? Can't remember what it was called, but the little multicolored sweet peppers. We had some of those out here. We had a couple of green bell peppers. I came out the other day, 2 of my pepper plants just up and died. They had been producing and doing fine, and came out and they were just completely withered and dead. So not really sure what happened there, but as you can see, we've removed all the carrots from up that away. Everything is pretty much cleared out of here now, with the exception of the one bell pepper plant that I left behind, and just a couple flowers. So these flowers right here, the bees have really loved those, so I'm not planning to take those up. I'm just gonna deadhead them and leave them out there. But the rest of the bed is pretty much completely cleared. I think I'm gonna go ahead and throw some fresh manure down in there, some compost, if I can get my hands on some good compost, and go ahead and get that ready for planting. We had a very unfortunate incident. I made a big time mistake and I moved my seedlings, which I had started, I don't know, some of them maybe 5 weeks, but some as long as 9 weeks ago. I moved those onto my covered porch area because they were just getting, I think, a little bit too much sun where they were, and we were expecting a heavy storm, and I did not move them the next morning, and one of our dogs got a hold of them and he ate pretty much all of them, just destroyed them, ate all the leaves off, and munched the stems, tore the other ones out of their containers. So he pretty much trashed all of my seedlings. I don't think I have any left. I might have been able to save 1 or 2 little tomato seedlings, which I'll try to nurse back to health, but pretty much everything was a loss, which was pretty sad, but you know, it was my mistake. So I'll know better next time not to put them where the dogs can ever reach them. So that kind of changes my plan for what I had out here. Most of the things, there's still plenty of time to restart some. So I might try and restart some. Some of them I was going to direct sow anyway, so that's not a big deal. But either way, this patch is pretty much ready to receive stuff. Now, the other area, let me take you over there. Okay, this was the additional garden space that we were adding on. That was our plan for the fall garden, was to add this whole big long planter area. This was going to give us about another 30 feet of planting space, and I was pretty excited, but some things happened and life happens, as we all know. And so the budget for this garden space just isn't there to do. So hopefully we can use it for the spring, but we will not be able to use it for fall. But like Pete the cat says, did she cry? Goodness no. So we didn't cry. I have a new plan. Those giant black containers that I had from the nursery, actually they were from re-landscaping that my mom's neighbor did. And I think I told you about them previously. I got some of the very large black containers that like potted trees or something would come in a nursery. So what I've decided to do is take those, stick them in the planter space where I was originally going to plant. I'm going to go ahead and clear the weeds out of here. I'm going to put a little plastic down to go ahead and kill the weed seed bank in that soil. I'm going to throw a bunch of manure and compost in there, cover it up. I'm going to put those pots down on top of it and fill those up, because obviously filling pots is going to take a lot less soil and a lot less compost in order to do that. So that's my plan. We'll just use some pots. We won't grow as many things as I was hoping to grow, but it will be something and it will be amazing. So, you know, life happens. Sometimes your dogs eat all the seedlings. Sometimes your cars break down, and you know, the money and the plants, they just go elsewhere. So you work with what you got and you keep on motoring. I want to add to that though, I still have a ton of seeds, guys. I had ordered a bunch of great things, some good heat tolerant varieties that I got from Haas Tools. So if you guys want to do some gardening this fall, hit me up on Facebook, send me a message, call me, text me, whatever, and come on over and we can get you hooked up with some seeds and a plan. Because all you need is a little plan. And even if your plan goes kaput, no big deal. You just come up with a new one. So anyway, that's our exciting news. Charlotte pulled up the rest of the carrots. The pumpkin plant has female flowers, and we're planting the fall garden. So take care. Talk to you guys later.